show you how to do a very basic heel shot. This is one you'd use in a branding pin, whether you're heading and heeling, or if you're just gonna heel something outside. So number one, just like every other shot, you have the setup, then you have the swing, and then the delivery. So the setup for a basic heel shot is 45 degrees away from the tail. Now you can change this. This would be 90 degrees, and then this would be, straight behind or 180. There's pros and cons to that, but if you set up your swing properly, all of these are doable. Usually I like to stay here because my horse's head is right here and I can see those feet. If I'm straight behind, I might have to peek around my horse to get to see those feet. And if I'm right here, I really have a hard time seeing those feet. So I try to stay at this 45, okay? So that's the setup. Step number two is the swing. Now this is the one that gets most people. This is very similar to your stock headshot swing where it's coming down at the animal. But what you have to do is maybe take your hand just a little bit higher and make a 45-degree circle going this way. So you'll see this. I'm gonna start with a normal head swing, maybe flat. Now I'm gonna make this a heel swing. I'm gonna bring my hand up a little bit, but now we're gonna move on to number three, and you can see this. I am aiming for the top of the back, right there. And I might be looking at the back and I might be looking at the feet, but basically that region right there. So I'm swinging and looking at that. So we're on to step number three. So that's the delivery. Same way as we've done everyone else. I'm going to deliver this by dropping the hammer, which is my elbow, okay? So I'm gonna go real slow and I'm gonna push my elbow down and at my target. Now, especially with heeling and in any shot, what your rope does tells on you and tells you what you didn't do right. So when I look at this loop, that tells me I did not get enough tip through there. So as I'm swinging, I need to remind myself that when I deliver this, if I don't sweep my hand through or use a little bit more of the top of my hand, this is what I'm gonna have. That might catch, but I wanna have something a little bit better. This is basically a trap that you're trying to set there. So step one is the setup, step two is the swing, step three is the delivery. So I'm gonna try to correct myself here. Okay, we'll look at this one real quick. So what that told me is my tip came all the way through, but my bottom strand zipped out there, which means my hand probably did not come low enough and all the way through. So you can, in very short time, coach yourself or let the rope coach you. So I'm just gonna tell you a couple things that'll make this harder. This is a small dummy, very realistic to a calf. Don't be discouraged by that. If you need to get something taller or bigger, that might be helpful. This is also trap roping, which means I have to put a trap in between these two legs. I got to be pretty accurate. If you are having some struggles with that, you might tie this end up and start to do what is called just catching feet, and then that will give you a little bit more success. The loop is delivered basically the same. It's not picked up the same. So I like to practice harder because it really reveals what I'm doing incorrectly, but I'll do it one more time and we'll just see if I've improved in my three shots. Okay, so I started with my setup. Now I'm going for my swing and I'm gonna fire my elbow at my target. Okay, so that was about the same as the first one, okay? So that just tells me I'm not doing a good enough job getting the tip through, and that's something that I'll slowly work through as I practice. So that is basic knowledge on how to do an average heel shot. So if you like this video and want to see more videos just like this, please like and subscribe to the Startup Cowboy channel.